If you hate when gas prices get higher, you might want to continue reading this. As many of us may know, carbon tax is a big controversial topic that is being brought up a lot. A carbon tax is a fee that a government imposes on any company that burns fossil fuels. I would propose that the United States federal government should not enforce the carbon tax. Carbon tax would not be beneficial to us at all. It negatively impacts our trading, it raises our gas prices, and financially hurt those with lower income. Carbon tax would impact our trading system negatively. Our trading system would most likely crash considering the fact that we tried throughout shipment and airplanes. Both ships and airplanes run on things such as gas, coal, oil, etc. PwC.com informs. The EU and the United States now are considering new proposals generally known as carbon border taxes or border adjustments. Levies on imports based on the amount of carbon emissions resulting from production of the product in question. This may be a problem because if some countries don't want to pay that carbon tax, they might want to possibly stop trading with us, causing us to not have as many goods. On top of that, most of our goods aren't even made in the US, they're usually imported from other countries. Carbon tax would raise one of our most needed sources, gasoline. We rely on gas so much. Our cars and airplanes function because of gas. Forbes.com states an extra 89 cents per gallon. That's about how much a nationwide carbon tax would cost every time you stop for a gasoline fill-up. Although 89 cents may not seem like a lot, once you're continuously adding that extra charge weekly, you can definitely tell the difference. We use cars for everything, and airplanes are a very important part of many people's lives as well. Lastly, now that we've talked about the pricing on gas, it's also important to take into consideration people with less income. This carbon tax would negatively affect the lower class and maybe even middle class. Blogs.worldbank.com states, for example, a carbon tax on fossil fuels is often regressive in its impact, hurting poorer people relatively more than richer ones. Even when it might be progressive, poorer people still suffer a welfare loss when prices rise, making their consumption basket more expensive. Not everyone is economically stable enough to pay an extra tax for gas. Many people buy gas so they can save money instead of paying for taxis, Ubers, etc. But with this tax, their effort into saving money by having a vehicle wouldn't even matter anymore. They'd have to probably make sacrifices on what it is they're spending their money on so it can be enough for all their needs, since a percentage of their income would now be going into that carbon tax. This being said, I think the carbon tax shouldn't be enforced. They shouldn't enforce it because of trading, gas prices, and the financial stability and lower income households. If the government does really want to help solve this climate change issue, then they should find another solution. A solution that not only helps the climate, but also doesn't negatively affect the people.